Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Maggie, Tsai. Thank you for joining us. World Refugee Day, which falls on June 20th, is dedicated to raising awareness of refugee situation throughout the world. However, the plight of refugees is a world crisis at any given time. According to the statistic provided by UNHCR, the number of refugees has increased by another 2.9 million in 2017. Starting in 1979, Tzu Chi Foundation has cared for more than 1.2 million refugees in 22 countries, providing financial aid, relief supplies, medical assistance, and education subsidies. They have traveled to Serbia to provide hot meals at the refugee camps, in addition to distributing clothing. In Turkey, Tzu Chi has established schools for refugee students and provided medical services. In Malaysia, Tzu Chi has worked with UNHCR to conduct free clinics. Through all these services, Tzu Chi volunteers hope to help refugees get through life's challenges as they pursue a better future in foreign lands. Here is our in-depth report.
يجي اولادي يقولوا لي بابا نحن ما بدنا نموت، يعني ساعتها اللي يقولوا لي نحن ما بدنا نموت ابكي دم انا، ما اصدق على حالي، اقول يا رب الله ياخذ عمري قبل عمرهم.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Yes.
Freedom? His name?
Yes. It's tough work, but it's the Tzu Chi way. Hand to hand, eye to eye, heart to heart.
Day by day, and the life is here is too much difficult because there is no food, no water, and no shelter, no blanket.
I am from Syria. I want the best place can make us like humans. What does it mean if I'm a refugee? That mean pictures go a hell refugee. I'm a human and I wanna life rap and see what I can't see from a small piece.
我就觉得他英文那个词好像有一点恨的东西，一点点。然后我就去拿他歌词来看我是人，不是外星人，不用表面每天跟我 hello hello， 但是你当我不是人。
This 13-year-old boy is singing a rap song. His family of 4 has been through one checkpoint after another. Finally, they arrive in Germany. Keeping in contact with the volunteers through communication software, the boy has finally let go of his hatred.
从幼小的心态去除掉了仇恨的种子，让他们换仇恨成为爱，让他们知道世界上有许许多多人的爱护着他。
بالنسبة لهي الجمعية أنا بشكرهم كلهم من قلبي لأنه ما في جمعية رسمت الابتسامة على وجه قيس وجوري مثل هي الجمعية. ما حدا احترم قيس وجوري مثل ما احترمت هالجمعية هالطفلين. أنا بشكرهم كثير من قلبي.
Ratag Omar suffered a severe fracture in her left leg because the doctor was interrupted by bombings while delivering her into this world back in Syria. Her family fled to Jordan from Syria.
This bone was there. This is a new bone.
Tzu Chi's medical subsidies, Ratag successfully completed her 8th surgery. When she turned 5 years old, she smiled like an angel. Chasing the volunteers, stepping on the stairs and walking, she no longer bears the physical symbol of the war-torn country that she escaped from. Serbia has become a hub for refugees. The Serbian government is forced to open more and more refugee camps and is actively seeking the help of international charity organizations.
She needs a jacket and we don't have that size.
Oh, we have. We
Yeah,
give to them. Oh, we will bring to you, okay?
Hope you keep warm. Okay.
No, only jacket.
Give me a hat. Yeah.
Tzu Chi Foundation has initiated the movement to assist refugees in Serbia since 2016. Tzu Chi volunteers from 15 countries took turns to serve, from providing winter clothing all the way to summer clothing.
I am happy here. I take these clothes. I am very happy for here. And thanks you a lot.
I'm very, very happy that we could arrange this to give them some summer clothes so they could change and not being always, you know, in a problem. And I'm so grateful to be the part of this story, and thank you very much for giving this opportunity to me.
我们送了有新的内衣服给他，那也有这个洗衣机跟烘干机啊，让他们就比较有机会呢，可以换洗，也减少了一些病菌跟这个臭味的发生。
Since 2017, Tzu Chi volunteers started to provide both breakfast and dinner meals at 2 refugee camps.
When I allowed Tzu Chi team to once, I realized those are dedicated persons. Those are not, you know, just some kids dropping from who knows where. Here we realize how open and how friendly and how really dedicated all of you are who are belonging to Tzu Chi.
Turkey has taken in 3.4 million Syrian refugees.
More than half of the children are out of school and working, often in the informal sector.
Since 2015 in Sultan Ghazi, Tzu Chi worked with the city government and started 6 Menahal schools. In 2017, Tzu Chi established the Menahal primary and secondary school, taking in 3,000 refugee students while providing subsidized tuitions.
الجيد في الموضوع انهم يتعلمون اللغه العربيه يعني هذا افضل ما في الامر يعني شكرا لكم وبالتوفيق ان شاء الله اتمنى لكم التوفيق جزاهم جنات عاليه
ولكن عندما اتيت الى المدرسه بامكاني ان اتعلم ان احفظ لغه جديده وانا احب ان اتعلم اللغات كثير والحمد لله الان اريد ان اتحسن اكثر واكون من المتفوقين من أجل أن أحقق حلم الذي أريده يعني.
这些叙利亚乡亲，他们其实最需要的就是教育，而教育呢，我们希望把它定位这个学校，不光是教育的地方，而是一个家的一个感觉。
This is the first hospital that serves mainly Syrian refugees in Turkey. The Tzu Chi Free Clinic Center was officially inaugurated in 2016 and hired Syrian doctors. Many of them never thought that they could practice medicine again.
أعدتم إلينا الأمل. الحمد لله رب العالمين. نحن هنا مهجرين لكن بفضلكم أصبحنا مواطنين. نخدم البشر، نخدم الناس، نخدم الذين لنا.
Some refugees have even met their old friends here.
عندما وجدت تفاجأت فيه فسلمت عليه وفي نفس الوقت اتصلت في والدي في سوريا قلت له الدكتور محمد هنا وجدته في اسطنبول قال لي إذا طالما الدكتور محمد في اسطنبول فلا خوف عليكم
فتفاجأت بأن المرضى الذي أراهم هنا قسم كبير منهم كنت أتابعهم في حلب في سوريا.
كان صبيان مثله؟
نعم، كان يأتي إلى عندي إلى العيادة. يبكي طبعا. والله انشهرتي بكره، بدك تدخلي الأضواء والأحداث هي صورها مع أبوها بقى. يلا روحي بابا سحلة.
شكرا.
In 2012, Tzu Chi Jordan chapter initiated the Syrian Refugee Assistance Program. Many times they have to overcome serious obstacles to hold aid distributions.
So this is the fence. 整个都是沙尘暴。这个 we push. Follow you guys. Okay. Push. Lower. Give it the rest. Two.
At the Al-Ula school that takes in Syrian refugee children in Amman, Tzu Chi volunteers have delivered a natural gas heater and the children's tuition for half a year as well.
善的种子呢，已经种下去了，所以呢，希望这个种子能够发芽。那有一天，他们带回叙利亚去。
أكثر ظلك حركهم عشان ما يصير التصاق.
These children is now very happy that we have helped us with your helping all operation with no complications and they now very good. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and thank you again for you.
Tzu Chi has reached out to many refugees at their lowest point in life. In the freezing desert, a refugee has wrapped his feet with plastic bags. When socks were handed out, the person was also provided with unconditional love and compassion.
Have it. Where? Put it.
真的让我感动是他脱塑料袋，他脱了一层，就发现里面还有一层塑料袋，他把里面那层塑料袋脱掉，就看他脚都因为太干太冻都皲裂。他至少觉得脚很舒服，因为他本来不出来的，就在门口走，穿完袜子之后，不就走好远，不知道走哪去了。雪姑娘。
Tzu Chi Thailand chapter has accepted the request of the American Embassy in Thailand to hold free clinics on the fourth Sunday of every month since 2015. Since some refugees are staying illegally, the volunteers would provide vehicles and coordinate with the police station to request special permission to transport them to the free clinic.
We come here for my all family members, 16 family members, came here now for checkup.
This is wonderful. Looks like it's functioning very well. So I hope this can continue without any problems in the future.
Starting in 2004, Tzu Chi Malaysia chapter has worked with UNHCR to provide free clinics for refugees. Then in 2005 and 2007, it signed an MOU for Refugee Assistance Program Partners, Refugee Assistance Program Implementation Partnership Agreement, respectively.
What they need is a way to survive in Malaysia that gives them the dignity and as much human rights as possible for them to rebuild their lives.
This one.
They feel happy, so these children also say,
we have changed a lot compared to the time that we entered, and what we feel that ourselves we can be more professional already.
我们要把这些学生把他带到中学到大学去。
Tzu Chi, gracias.
Gracias a Tzu Chi.
Tzu Chi.
Tzu Chi.
三念一念净化人心，二念祥和社会，三念祈求天下无灾无难，四大调和，消灭灾难。
Tzu Chi Thailand chapter cares for the physical and mental well-being of refugees. This year, volunteers received a letter from a Sri Lankan refugee stating that there are 19 refugee children attending classes outdoors every week without any tables and chairs near school supplies. After assessments, volunteers went to distribute school supplies and teachers' transportation subsidies.
2 days a week, this group of refugee children will study outside, regardless of rain or shine. Even though the environment is difficult, 19 students and 4 teachers are motivated in studying English, Tamil, and mathematics. This is their only way to have a better future.
We go to Sri Lanka or another country, meet some Tamil people, or go some Tamil work opportunity. That time we want to writing or reading or talking in Tamil language.
Thanks to an initial connection with community medical services, the people turned to Tzu Chi for assistance. This time it was for schooling.
Thank you very much. It's very helpful for our studying, and also the notebook and eraser, pencils, everything so helpful for our studying here.
Sri Lanka's refugee teachers and students cherish everything they have, especially the love and care from volunteers.
Syrian refugee children who fled the war-torn country share similar experiences. While the memories of their homes are fading, the trauma they've experienced is alive and well. In Turkey, there are 3,000 Syrian children attending the Minahe primary and secondary school that Tzu Chi has established. Many of the students find comfort here and learn to trust and love again in a foreign land.
Maybe what we can do isn't necessarily like those international politicians, but we can bring love and care to a place like this.
This is a Syrian child. She has no legs.
Najava drew a picture. She teared up. It shows a girl with no legs. That girl turns out to be her. The 2016 siege of artillery bombings in Aleppo turned Najava's family of 14 into only one person overnight. She survived and fled to Turkey on her own to seek out other relatives. She made it, but the smile on her face has completely disappeared. It was not until she started to attend Manahal Primary and Secondary School that she regained a sense of joy again.
I want to thank all of you because you guys are like family to me. Thank you, teachers. Thanks to everyone here. I know you say you haven't done much, but I feel really loved. I love all of you, all of my friends. I love everyone.
All the children came together and did this wonderful thing for this child. It is very touching. I really think this kind of education that we are providing is successful. I'm very grateful to these teachers. Only a child filled with love is capable of giving like this.
In Sultan Gazi, Turkey, Tzu Chi and the city government started to work together since 2015. They have jointly opened a total of 6 Manahal schools. In 2017, the Manahal Primary and Secondary School was officially established, taking in more than 3,000 refugee students. Manahal Primary and Secondary School made special arrangements for older students to attend school as well, such as the case of 22-year-old Jined.
He works at 8 a.m. in the morning all the way up until 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Then he heads to the school and attends class from 1:30 to 7 p.m. He then goes back home for dinner and starts to study at 8 p.m. We will study all night, all the way past 1 a.m. This is a lot of work for one person. It takes great courage, patience, and perseverance to be able to accomplish what he is doing.
The meaning of Manahal in Arabic means an oasis in the desert. Thanks to Manahal's acceptance for Jined to attend school there, his exhausted heart has been soothed. It was always his dream to become a pharmacist, ever since he was little, but now there are some slight changes.
I don't want to attend school only for the purpose of becoming a pharmacist. I hope to make more people happy, including my family and the society as a whole. I don't want to do things just for myself anymore. You see, these are the things that I have learned from you. I've written everything down in this journal. All the financial aid that I received from the Tzu Chi Foundation, I've carefully documented each amount. I will pray to Allah that one day I will have the abilities to pay the money back. This way the foundation can use that money to continue to help others.
Thank you for joining us and goodbye.